Good evening, His Excellencies, distinguished guests, colleagues, and participants. Thank you all for partaking in this webinar today. Today, I would like to speak about an unconventional yet increasingly important topic of the importance of liberal arts in the space of underwater domain awareness, how advancing UDA's discourse requires liberal arts subjects. When we think of UDA, we often think about naval ships, submarine sonar systems, AUVs, and other technologies. While there are undoubtedly essential components, they represent only a part of the solution. The underwater domain is not merely a technical and military space, but it is also an environmental, economic, cultural, legal, and anthropogenic space. This is precisely why liberal arts becomes indispensable. Liberal arts encompasses subjects such as history, economics, philosophy, pol science, communication, ethics, and cultural studies, among others. These fields understand human behavior, societal values, governance, and decision-making. In the context of UDA, they complement science and engineering by addressing questions that technology alone cannot answer. For example, maritime disputes are often rooted on history and politics rather than just technology. Similarly, marine conservation depends not only on scientific understanding, but also public awareness, policy and governance and policy frameworks, and community participation. Coastal populations possess knowledge, generations of traditional knowledge about the sea, which can significantly contribute to environmental monitoring and sustainable resource management, which we'll see in one of our presentations today. Similarly, legal frameworks governing maritime bodies, maritime boundaries and fisheries, and underwater heritage require expertise in international law and diplomacy. Furthermore, effective underwater security depends on communication and trust between not just governments, but all researchers, fishermen, and local communities. Liberal arts provides the necessary skills for negotiation, conflict resolution, and public engagement. And finally, strategic communication. Similarly, ethical considerations surrounding underwater surveillance, autonomous systems, and marine resources require physical, philosophical, and legal perspectives as well. Recognizing these realities, Maritime Research Center expands marine and maritime studies beyond naval strategy and oceanography to include maritime history, maritime culture, ocean governance, environmental ethics, maritime literature, coastal heritage, policy studies, and strategic communication. By doing this, it promotes ocean literacy across different levels in the society. This also remarkably aligns with our government vision, such as India's Maritime Vision 2020 or the Mahasagar Vision and our blue economic goals. I'll conclude by stating that as oceans become defining strategic space of the 21st century, protecting them requires more than just advanced sensors and artificial intelligence. It requires historical memory, ethical judgment, environmental justice, legal wisdom, cultural understanding, economic insight, and finally, effective communication.